So you're a portrait photographer, but sometimes you want to add a little bit of interest to your images? I think it's always a really good idea to incorporate new techniques into your already existing workflow and just to learn and grow as an artist. And today I want to share 3 techniques with you that will hopefully get your creative juices flowing and maybe provide some inspiration for your next portrait shoot. And what better way to effectively show you how to use these techniques than to go out there and actually shoot? So let's do that. I want to start off by introducing 3 different filters that each do something different to the overall aesthetic of your image. We got our beautiful model Cheyenne here, and she's going to help us take some cool photos today with the different filters that we have, as well as the other props. First, we have the Cinebloom 20% filter. This filter softens highlights and reduces contrast, which creates this dreamy cinematic look. It adds a little bit of a glow to bright areas, which helps to smooth out the skin tones while also maintaining the overall sharpness of the image. Then we have a classic polarizing filter. I'm using the one from Polo Pro. A polarizing filter reduces glare and reflections, specifically on skin and other shiny surfaces. It also enhances color saturation and contrast, which makes skin tones appear richer and also more natural. It can darken the sky or backgrounds if you're shooting outdoors, which creates a more balanced exposure, which in turn helps make the subject stand out more effectively. At last, we have probably the most exciting filter we're shooting with today, the Hollywood Star filter. This is the Tiffin Hollywood Star filter, and it adds a starburst effect to bright points of light in a portrait, which creates a stylish and really glamorous look. It slightly softens the overall image, which gives skin tones a more flattering and almost glowing quality. People really like using it for creative or more cinematic portraits because it adds just a little bit of drama and sparkle. Next, let's talk about bringing props to a shoot. So I brought this huge red piece of fabric today, and we're going to use it as a prop, and it's actually going to be really nice with all this wind. So let's see what we can shoot. Let's do it. If you're a wedding photographer, you've probably done this before, just with the bride's veil. But there's really no reason not to use this in a regular portrait session. I chose a red color to make the portraits feel less bridal and also to just add a really strong color. You can use it as a prop for movement and have your model interact with it. You can throw it in the air, drape it in an interesting way, or even use it to create a connection between your camera and your model. You can also add it as a foreground element to create some depth. You could even use this to create a colorful backdrop and to bring a little bit of a studio feel to your outdoor or on-the-go settings. Using ambient light for portraits at night in the city can create these beautiful, moody images. Street lights, window displays, or neon signs can create these beautiful, soft illuminations that add depth and character to your subject. And don't forget to use your lens's widest aperture to make the most out of those twinkling lights in the background, especially during the holiday season. By embracing the available light and positioning your subject thoughtfully, you can create these dynamic, atmospheric portraits that capture the energy and mood of a night in the city. Hopefully these tips helped you a little bit and maybe gave you some inspiration for your next portrait shoots. Let me know your best tips in the comments below.